Hey, Malcolm, are you there? I just have a question about this strange sign that's been posted in my room. It's a bit weird. Do you care to explain yourself about any of this?
Oh, look who finally decided to wake up. Do you have any idea what time it is? I was wondering when you were finally gonna get up. As for the sign, why don't you read it? I really don't think it'd be that hard to understand. Did you even give a good look at this before messaging me like this?
Well, you did a very good job titling it. It says, Good Wife Report Card. And then you were even thoughtful enough to subtitle it, Don't Forget You're Here Forever. So, I don't get it. Is this some kind of joke or prank or something? I mean, you know it's not the 1st of April, right?
I know it's not the 1st of April and there's nothing funny about that poster. I am very serious about this. Yesterday we got married and that means that you are my wife now. And since you're my wife, that means that you should be dedicating every ounce of your being into serving me. After all, you do know that that's what a good wife is supposed to do for her man, right?
Malcolm, literally what in the world are you even talking about? You better tell me that this is all some kind of joke. You can't be serious about this.
I just told you that it's not a joke and I am serious. Maybe I should have added a literacy portion to your report card since apparently you can't read.
I don't understand. What is going on here? I mean, it's like you've turned into an entirely new person ever since we got married. Yesterday, I couldn't even imagine you saying something so horrible to me. I don't get what's changed.
Well, of course my personality changed now that we're married. You should have seen this coming. Now that means that you have my last name and that means that you are all mine. Everyone knows that it's a wife's duty to work for her husband all her life after she gets married. So that's your duty. That's all your role in life is now.
My role in life, Malcolm? I don't understand what you're saying to me. I mean, I thought we were getting married as equals, but you're talking as if I'm your servant or something.
And you got married to me knowing what it was like to have a married life and what it was all about. You have no idea how much I've been holding back until now, but now the tables have finally changed.
Malcolm, I didn't think that you were this kind of person. I'm so confused right now. Why are you being like this?
Look, the point of this whole thing is that I don't want to have to hear you constantly be telling me what to do. Okay, do you have any idea how much of a pain it is for a husband to constantly be trailing after his wife? That's why I made that report card. You're gonna write all of what you've done in a day and then turn it over every night to me to look over. And then I'll look over all that you did and compare it to the state of the house and then I'll give you a grade for that day. Then I'll return the report card and you can see what you need to improve on.
And just why in the world do I need to submit what I did around the house for you to grade us on?
Just who in the world do you think your life belongs to now? Every little thing you do in your life has to be for me now, okay? Your job is to take care of the house and clean up after me, and my job is to make sure do it all right. Honestly, I think I'm being pretty nice about all this. I mean, what husband do you know in the world that would actually put in the effort to make a report card like that?
I think that you're looking at this all wrong. I mean, do you really think I just take care of the house for you? I do it for us both. Besides, I don't just clean the house. You know that I have a job to do. I'm more than willing to work less and help more around the house, but we need to discuss this more.
Your job? Is that really what you're calling it? It's not a job, okay? It's only a part-time thing. You can't actually be calling it a job, right?
Malcolm, you need to get serious about this. You know you were the one that convinced me to quit my job at the company, and you're the reason why I'm working part-time. You know that you don't earn enough money for us to make ends meet. I have to work if we want to survive. Don't you realize that?
I don't really care about all these lame details. The point is that you can't even try and compare your little part-time gig to my actual job, okay? Besides, you don't even leave the house when you do work. You only work from home, don't you? Do you have any idea how exhausted I am coming home from the office every night?
Well, I wasn't trying to say that you don't work hard or anything like that. I really appreciate all the work that you do, but I'm only saying...
The only thing that you've been saying this whole time has been complaint after complaint and gripe after gripe. I do so much for you, and you have the gall to complain about me asking you to do some things back for me.
Malcolm, what happened to you? I thought that I knew who you were, but you lied to me. You are nothing like I thought you were.
You really think that I've changed? I never changed at all. I've always been this way, and I think that you're not being grateful enough for all the hard work I've been putting in, especially by making that report card. But just know that if you ever got a 0 on anything, then you and I are getting a divorce, so you better keep up the good work.
Right, of course. I guess I'll keep that in mind then.
You better, because I want you to know that I am deadly serious about this. Hey, Ruth, what is the matter with you? The house doesn't look like it's been cleaned at all. There's just dust everywhere. What is the matter with you? You need to come back home right now and clean this house up now, okay? All over again, and I mean it, get back here now.
Oh, come on. Give me a break, Malcolm. I can't go and clean the house all over again. I have work that I really need to do. Besides, I am really not feeling good, and I'm trying to take it easy so that I can recover quickly.
Are you kidding me? Did you really just say that? Hold on, do you think that I'm gonna baby you forever? You remember what I told you when I had to explain this to you, don't you? If you ever got a 0 on any of these scores, then I'm going to divorce you on the spot. So what do you think about that, huh? Is that what you want? You want me to leave you?
Please, Malcolm, I'm really sorry if this is upsetting for you, but I just need to rest a little bit today. You know, I've barely been able to get any sleep between what I have to do around the house and what I do for work. It's like from the moment that I wake up until the moment I go to bed, I'm either cleaning around the house or I'm doing my job.
Well, I don't know what you want me to say to that, okay? You should have thought about that before you got married. This is what marriage is all about. So how about you quit acting like you're the victim here and that life is so hard? Honestly, it's not like I was ever thinking that you were a smart woman, but I had no idea that you were this stupid.
Malcolm, I promise that tomorrow morning I'll clean the whole house again if that's what you want, but I just need to rest for the rest of the day.
I already told you no, okay? Don't you realize that you're working for me now? You need to dedicate your life to me, and that means doing everything I say when I say it. If you're saying that you're too weak to be a good wife and take care of your husband, then that is your problem and you gotta deal with it. I mean, just how long do you expect the world to baby you, okay? You're an adult.
Well, I think that it's fine to admit that there are times when you're too weak or tired to do something. And I don't think it's healthy to try and put some kind of ban on asking for help, but I'm not expecting anyone to baby me, but you are just being ridiculous.
Do you really think that this is okay? I don't believe you. What's the matter with you? You're my wife, and you really ought to realize that the only value you will ever have to me is when you clean up after me. Or are you just trying to embarrass me? Do you have any idea how awful it is to live a life where I don't have a wife who does every little thing I say? It's horrible. It's the worst.
Malcolm, I literally have no idea what you're even talking about. I mean, none of this is making any sense to me at all. I just have no idea where this side of you has come from, and nothing you've been saying has made any sense at all. I just wish you could be more reasonable.
If you still don't understand what I've been trying to tell you this whole time, then that means that you are just too untrained and you haven't figured it out yet. But don't worry, I'm gonna do my duty as your husband and whip you into shape. I'm gonna make you into the best wife a man could ever ask for, so all you have to do is just worry about doing what listening. Do what I say, okay?
Malcolm, can you please stop banging outside my bedroom door? My head is throbbing and I'm in so much pain already.
What are you talking about? How could you possibly be in any pain at all? The only way that you could be in any kind of pain is if you did work beforehand and you haven't done anything, so I don't see how you could be hurting.
That literally makes no sense at all. I really think that you know that you're being unreasonable right now, so why can't we just talk like adults?
What I know is that I am right and you are wrong, so how about you finally shape up, come out of your room, come downstairs, and dust the whole house again? Because if you don't, then I am going to keep on standing outside your door banging and banging until you finally smarten up and do as I say! Hey Ruth, are you there? I was just wanting to ask if everything was okay with you. I mean, you were in pretty bad shape, but did you make it okay? Is everything alright now?
Well, things are a lot better thanks to your Ralph, so thank you so much. I really can't thank you enough for taking me all the way to the hospital. I mean, I was feeling just awful, and Malcolm was really being no help at all, so Thanks again for doing that for me. It was a huge help.
Yeah, of course, it was my pleasure. I was just happy to be able to help you in your time of need. But, I have to say that I was really surprised to bump into you after all this time in the supermarket. But then I was even more shocked when you suddenly collapsed in the middle of the store. I almost had a heart attack myself when I saw that, so I'm just glad that I got you there on time.
It's just that lately I've been so busy with work and taking care of the house all the time that I've basically hardly been able to sleep at all. I really did think that I was stronger. Maybe I was in the past, but now I just feel so weak all the time and I don't know what to do with myself.
Well, I know what you can do. You need to get more sleep and try and have less on your plate, okay? I mean, I thought that you were really gonna quit your job after you got married, right?
Well, I did quit my job at the company, but then Malcolm demanded that I find some part-time work. Although he also told me not to tell anyone else.
Oh wow, so that means that you've been working and having to take care of the house? But that's so much for one person to handle. How do you do all that?
Yes, I am still working. I'm working from home though, so I don't even go out anywhere to work. And although I had to quit my job at the company, I'm still doing lots of freelance work for them as a programmer.
I see, but why in the world would Malcolm want you to quit your job if you were basically doing the exact same thing in secret? I mean, why would you want to do something like that? I just can't understand.
Well, I think that he's of the mind that a wife should be staying at home, not working and taking care of the house and nothing else. And I really was ready to quit my job for him when he first brought it up while we were talking before we got married.
Oh, I see. So then you wanted to quit your job and become a housewife? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm still confused because if that is something you want to do, then why are you still working at all?
Well, the truth is that if I don't keep working, we just won't have enough money to make ends meet. So that's why I'm still doing my job in secret. And Malcolm has just no idea how budgets work at all, so he's of the mind that he's the only one keeping this family afloat. He thinks that he's paying for everything and that I'm only contributing peanuts when the truth couldn't be more backwards.
I see. Well, it sounds to me like Malcolm has changed a lot ever since you two got married, right? Maybe you should just try and talk with him about this, you know? I mean, this really doesn't seem like a sustainable relationship at all. And at the very least, if you're gonna work, it'd be better if you did it for a company rather than as a freelancer. But anyways, it's just so sad since you guys were so head over heels for each other at first, and you were always all over each other. I would just hate to see a marriage like that end on such a silly thing.
Head over heels in love with each other? I'm sorry, I don't get exactly what you mean by that. What makes you say that about us?
Well, I mean, it's true, isn't it? I mean, Malcolm was always talking about you around the office, you know? He told me that ever since you two got married, you can hardly keep your hands off each other. But yeah, he's always been talking about how great you are and how happy you make him and things like that, you know? So honestly, I'm just a little surprised that you're saying all this.
He really compliments me when he's at work? Are you being serious? I had no idea about any of this at all, if I can be honest.
Yeah, I mean, he's always letting me know how you're doing, and he's always bragging to the other men in the office just how amazing his wife is. So I assumed that, everything was going great for you two.
I see. Well, I'm really sorry, Ralph, but I think I'm just a bit confused by all of this. I really am hearing about this for the first time right now.
Well, it sounds to me like there's some kind of a huge communication gap between the two of you. So, if you really want to talk to him about this, you should probably do that and tell him about the problems you've been having. After all, when you fell, it was lucky that I was able to be there and help you up, but I can't always be there for you, you know? I mean, what would happen if you felt like that again?
Well, that is a good point. I would really hate to fall again and have no one there to help me.
I think the thing about Malcolm is that he's actually kind of prideful guy, as far as I'm concerned anyway. I'm sure you've noticed. I mean, in all honesty, I think it'd be pretty fair to describe that guy as a perfectionist. Anything he does, he always tries to put his all into it. And I think that sometimes he can get so into whatever he's doing that he kind of just loses sight of what's actually going on around him. So I don't know, if I had to take a guess about what might be going on with him, I'd probably say that he's just so concentrated on what he's doing that he's blinding himself to your feelings a bit. But he really is a brilliant guy, and he's always doing so much to help us around the office, so it's not like he's mean or anything. I'll just bet that he's becoming a little obsessive, you know?
I see. Well, I suppose you really do know him well, don't you? I mean, you basically broke down his entire psyche for me. But anyways, just thank you again so much for today. And if you ever get a chance, please try and come over if you can. We'd love to have you.
Well, if I get a chance to, I'd just love to visit you guys. But anyways, go ahead and try and get some sleep, okay now? You really need to take good care of yourself.
Hey, Ruth, what is the matter with you? Why aren't you in the house right now? Where are you right now? You better respond to me right this second. Are you out cheating on me or something? Is that what you're doing? I know it is, so don't even try and hide it, okay? I will not let you get away with this. You will pay for this, Ruth.
Malcolm, what in the world are you talking about right now? I literally sent you a message about why I wouldn't be in the house, didn't I? I told you that I was going to the emergency room and that I might not be home all night, remember?
I saw that message, but I know it's just an excuse that you came up with so you could get away with cheating on me, isn't it? Just admit it, you know I'm right.
No, it really is nothing like that at all, but what happened was that I fell while I was out doing the shopping and I knew I had to go to the doctor.
I see, I think I finally understand what you're trying to tell me. Basically, you're trying to tell me that you've been having an affair with a doctor, isn't that right? You faked having some episode in public so everyone would think that you were sick or hurt or whatever. But the truth is that you just wanted to go have an excuse to go and see this doctor that you're cheating on me with.
I am telling you that that is not what is going on here at all. Why won't you listen to me? I went to the store and I literally lost consciousness. I was only able to go and get the medical help that I needed because Ralph from work also happened to be there and he drove me to the ER.
What? You mean that you were with Ralph this whole time? I can't believe it. How could that bastard cheat on the wife of his own coworker? That's just sick.
Please just read what I'm saying and quit trying to look for hidden meaning when there isn't any. The reason I passed out in the first place is because I haven't been getting enough sleep. And the whole reason I haven't been getting enough sleep is because you haven't been letting me sleep. So I'm going to rest here until I am ready to go home.
You're a liar and I know it. Why don't you just admit that it's the truth and quit trying to hide the facts from me? I know that you're cheating on me. You are gonna be in so much trouble when you get home. Maybe if you just admitted that you were cheating on me, then we could have talked this out, but I am gonna set you straight. And if you screw up again, I will divorce you right then and there.
I have no idea why you think I'm saying any of what you think I'm saying right now, Malcolm, but you need to quit jumping to conclusions or else I just can't talk to you. Hey there, Malcolm. Do you have a moment? I just wanted to talk to you about my chore report card. What score do you think I'm going to get for today?
What the heck score do you think you're gonna get, huh? You haven't been doing a single thing around the house in the slightest. You haven't cooked or cleaned or done laundry. All you've done is sit in your room like the useless woman that you are.
Ah, okay. Well, thanks for breaking all that down for me. But you still didn't answer my question. How many points do you think I'm going to get for today?
What the heck are you trying to pull right now, huh? Is this a game to you? Is this funny? Haha. Wait, hold on. Why are you even asking about the points when you know you haven't done a single damn thing all day?
Well, if I haven't done a single thing all day, then surely you should be able to tell me my score that I get for that, right?
Right, okay, fine. Hold on. Let me just think about that for a second. I think that the score that you'll be getting for an alpha performance that you've given me today is going to be a single point.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Why are you even bothering to give me a single point if you said yourself that I haven't done a single thing?
Well, yeah, I mean, you haven't actually done anything, but it's not like it's actually that bad. And since I know that you will do something, I'm gonna give you an extra chance with this 1 point. So all I have to say is that you're welcome.
I see. So I guess I really wasn't acting poor enough for you to merit giving me 0 points then.
Hey, what the heck is going on here? Is this some kind of a joke or something? I mean, the house is a complete mess. What happened? The living room, the kitchen, and the bedroom, it looks like a bomb went off inside of each and every one of those rooms. Not only that, but the dining room table looks like it's been sawed in half. What the heck is this all about?
Well, I had a friend come over and help me do all of that. Do you like it? But don't worry, though. I made sure to compensate him from our shared bank account.
You had a friend do this? What, did you bring a saw into our house and he just karate chopped the table in half? Hold on, and why in the world would you pay someone to do this? Our house is a complete mess and it's all your fault. What is your damage, Ruth?
I guess I must have done really, really badly today then. Isn't that right? Care to tell me what my score of the day is now?
What? How could you be thinking of something like that at a time like this? Seriously, what is going on with you? What's the matter with you?
Come on, man, just give me my score already. You were so proud of the little system you came up with, so why not just tell me what I got already? I mean, if I got 1 point yesterday, then surely I would have to get an even lower score today. Isn't that right?
Yeah, you do get a lower score. And you really want to know what you have for your score today? Well, I'll tell you, you have a whopping .01. So, how do you like that? I was gonna fail you, but I really can't tell if the table is actually broken with a saw or a karate chop, and if you really did have some badass come over and do that, then that's at least like 1/10 of a point for style. So I guess you must be pretty thrilled that you and I still don't have to divorce, is that right?
Ah, I understand. I guess that I didn't realize that there was a creativity section to your chore report card. But if that's the case, then I guess next time I'll have to take any elegancy out of what I do next then.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean what you're gonna do next? I can't believe it. I lost everything. The house is completely empty. And not only that, but even the power and the water and the gas has been shut off.
That sounds like there's quite a mess in the house then. So how about it then? How many points did I get today? I mean, there's no way that I didn't end up with 0 points after all of this, right? I literally took everything of yours out of the house and sold it. Not only that, but I even found someone to buy the house, so I sold that as well. I've decided that I'm going to go and live with my parents for a while. After all, the deed to the house was under my name, so I had the right to do whatever I wanted to do with it.
Why would you do all this? What's the matter with you? I mean, you didn't have to take things this far, you know?
Okay, Malcolm, just hurry up and tell me what score I got for today. You told me that if I got 0 points, you would divorce me on the spot.
I don't get it. Do you actually want me to tell you that you got 0 points? Is that what you're trying to get me to say with all this? Is that why you've been tearing apart our house like this?
Yes, actually. That is exactly correct. So hurry up and tell me that I've been a failure of a wife and give me 0 points.
You really want to get divorced from me that badly? Is that what you're saying?
That's right. I really did try hard for you at the start, but I quickly learned that there just wasn't any point. So then I finally realized there's no point in trying with you at all.
Well, I'm not gonna give you what you want. I'm giving you .00000001 points. So, there. Did you actually think I was just gonna let you get away with this like that?
Well, can you at least tell me how you arrived to such a specific decimal then?
Yeah, of course I can. Unlike you, I have a system with rules, and after all, you cleared out the whole house of everything, so in a way, it's even more clean than ever. And so that's why you're getting .00000001 points, okay?
I really just can't deal with this anymore. This is just getting stupid. You know that I want to divorce you, so why can't we just end this?
No, we are not gonna end this until you finally have 0 points. I told you that I would divorce you when you have 0 points and you're still not there, so there.
Well, you should go to the living room. I left the divorce papers for you there on the floor. Just sign it and send it off to be processed.
No, I can't let that happen. I don't want a divorce. You can't just leave me.
You're really an idiot. Do you know that? I mean, did you really think that I was going to tolerate your attitude?
You're doing this to try and embarrass me, aren't you? Well, I am not that weak of a man. You really think that I'm gonna let you free just like that?
I'm afraid that you've got it backwards. I only did what I had to do. You're the one who betrayed my trust and pushed me to this point.
That can't be right. You're just making fun of me. You just want me to look stupid. Ever since I was little, you always have acted that way. And now you're just trying to make fun of me? First my wife and then my coworkers with Ralph. You're all just looking down on me.
Ralph never looked down on you once. In fact, he considered you a good friend and always thought of you as a really hard worker. I mean, there might have been people that did look down on you, but they weren't the ones who were close to you. You drove us all to this point.
You're right. I finally have seen that I've been wrong this whole time, okay? I thought the whole world was against me, and now I see that I was wrong about that, but I never should have hurt you.
Well, I'm glad you finally realized that, but anyways, I need you to hurry up and sign those divorce papers now.
Wait, what do you mean by that? You still want to get a divorce after all that? Even after what I just told you?
Yes, of course I do. You think that I would really want to stay together with you after all of this? I'm glad that you realized the mistakes you've been making, but I still want to leave you. Now, anyways, I have to go and talk to the real estate agent about selling the house. So go ahead and sign those papers for me, okay?
So you mean that you really don't want to fix things with me at all? You really are fine with just leaving me? Hold on, you don't see that I am trying to make up with you right here and now. I am trying to make this right.
You do realize that I have literally sold all your belongings in the house, and I am literally selling the house as well, don't you? What about that screams that I would like to get back together with you?
But that's okay, okay? We don't need the house or all that stuff. We can just move into an apartment and live together like that. We can make it work, it's not too late.
Can you please just give me a break? I am telling you that I want to get a divorce and nothing is going to change my mind about this. Do you understand? I want a divorce, and that is what's going to happen whether you like it or not. Now sign the papers and let's just get over this.
Wait, no, please don't do this. You're my everything. You're still my wife, and you have to know that I still love you. I need you in my life.
If you really love me, then I think you would understand that this is what I want more than anything. I am telling you that this is what I want to do, and you aren't listening to me like usual. So let me make this perfectly clear. We are going to divorce. Do you understand me?
Of course I don't understand this. This can't be happening. I didn't see things going like this at all. This isn't how things were supposed to go.
You mean you really thought that I was just going to go along with this insane report card idea of yours? You really thought that I was going to put up with your horrible sexist attitudes and pretend like I was happy to go along with it?
No, of course not. That's not what I want you to do at all. I don't want to lose you. I mean, I didn't mean to push you this far. I mean, even if we're divorced, you and I can still be friends, right?
Yeah, I don't even want that, to be honest with you. I have no interest in being friends with an ex like you. I would rather just have you out of my life entirely.
So then you mean that even if we get a divorce, that'll be it? You'll never ever want to see me ever again?
What would even be the point of seeing you after we divorce? You've caused me nothing but pain this whole time.
Well, fine then. If that's the way you're gonna be, then I'll sue you. And then I'll force you to have to meet me again.
And just what in the world would you even be suing me for?
'Cause you sold all my stuff without asking me, and then you took all the money for yourself. You're a thief.
Oh, don't worry, I'll give you the key to the storage locker. I didn't actually sell your stuff, I just wanted to make you sweat a little.
So then, you really didn't sell my things, and it's just in a storage room somewhere?
That's right. So anyways, since we've got that business settled and you realize that you can't sue us, I think we're done here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really do have to go and speak to this real estate agent. So just sign the papers or else I will get a lawyer involved. Understand? After that, I cut off all communication with Malcolm and only passed along messages to him through my lawyer. He was kicking and screaming through the whole thing, but the divorce was finalized and we were finally able to separate. I used the money that I got from selling the house as well as the money from the divorce to move into a new house after I spent some time with my parents. I heard through the grapevine, however, that Malcolm fell into a deep depression after our divorce and that he even quit his job. Now I hear that he's living with his parents who are forcing him to help clean the house. I only hope that the experience finally makes it clear to him that housework is real work. But knowing how prideful he is, I'm really not holding out hope. Either way, I don't really care. Now, in my new house and new town, I've been able to really enjoy finding myself again. I have an apartment that I'm comfortable in, and I only clean when I feel like it. Of course, I'm not a slob, but I'm not holding myself to Malcolm's ridiculous standards anymore. It means so much to finally have control over my life again. I know now that I won't ever fall into a relationship with a man like him again. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.